Welcome back to Honest Straightforward Reviews. Guys, today I have the review of the muchly anticipated Sony WH-1000XM4s, which are the updated ones over the XM3s. I'll have this in three segments. First, I'll look at the unboxing, then the design, and lastly, I'll look at the app, the noise cancellation, and the sound quality. If you want to look at the proper unboxing and my impressions of it, where it's sealed and everything, I have the link in the description. Alright, without further ado, let's get this started. Alright, to look at the box, there's not much to look at. It's a very simplistic box, don't get much with it. Slides out from the side, which is different but feels very natural, guys. That whole like try and get the box slide out, it's horrible, but this just slides out without an issue. Inside there's not much in the box, however touching the box it has this kind of texture to it which feels really nice and different. Everyone else just has a normal feel to it. Inside you just get this flap and the case. Alright, I'll leave the case to the side for a sec to look inside the box. Inside the box all you get is basically your Sony warranty paperwork and manual and a free trial for some music stuff. Now let's look at the headphones themselves. Okay, so design wise, the box case, you get the case with it. It's cloth, very nice cloth. It's got a little flap as well. It looks good but feels a bit cheap. Okay, small and light. The zip is of good quality as well. Opening it up, inside you've got really soft feeling cloth to it, and I really love this. This is a separator between the headphones, and this is the sort of attention to detail that you're used to from Sony. For example, they've got this so it doesn't bang around and doesn't scratch your headphones. You know, you don't see that with a lot. Looking at the Bose, for example, and a whole other high-end headphones, they don't have this separator in between. Now here you've got everything that you need. You've got the USB-C to USB-A charging, which is really nice to see. You've got the audio jack, okay, 3.5 to 3.5. Looking at Bose, it's 3.5 to something else, which is really annoying. And you've got flight adapters. Now let's get the case out of the way and look at the design of these headphones. Now they can be folded in multiple ways. So starting off, they can be folded like that or like this as well, okay, to stop it from scratching and bumping around. They come on like these, okay. Now design wise, comparing to the XM3s, they have a bit more cushioning to the pad, which is going to help with the sound isolation. Sound isolation is for just getting a bit of a seal. It's a fancy word, just sound isolation, which will also help with noise cancellation as well. All right, now other than that, in regards to the design, it's got a bit of Apple Watch silicone band feel to it, okay. You've got the fake leather up here. It's a bit tinier than the XM3, and some people might complain how it'll sit against the crown of your head because the XM3 had more cushioning there. However, I've used them for like over 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. I have had no issues up here. Okay, I guess it's to do with the adjustment as well, so just keep that in mind. You've got to adjust them properly, and the adjustment you've got is just the right amount of tension. It's not too easy to pull them out and they just keep falling apart. Now both the cups are touch sensitive, okay. So the left cup, if you hold it over like this, if you hold your hand over it, it introduces the ambient mode where it lets in the sound from outside. This mics work like that, all right, and it lets you hear other people. Other than that, you've got the custom button, which you can press one for one thing and hold for another thing, and you've got the power button as well. You've got the audio jack and the USB-C on the other side. The speakers sit on a slight slant, not too much of a slant, which is helpful with your ears. And on the left cup you've got the sensor which senses whether when you take it off and on, whether you to pause the music and things like that. It also auto turns off after a while as well. Other than that, on the right cup you've got basically swipe for skip and going back, up and down for volume, and double tapping for pausing and things like that. That doesn't work for me. You know, it's a hit and a miss. The tapping, the swiping is perfect. It works every single time. But when it comes to tapping, it just is a hit and a miss, which is kind of annoying and disappointing when you think about it. However, when you take it off and on, the auto pausing or the auto play is spot on. I can't fault it at all. Now let's go through a few good things that I really like about them. So first of all, they have a great battery life. They've improved to 30 hours of battery life on Bluetooth and noise cancellation. They have Bluetooth 5 and they've got multiple Bluetooth codecs supported, such as SBC, AAC, and also Sony's own LDAC. The noise cancellation on these are perfect, guys. I've done a monologue test where I put them on and I mow the lawn. They're fine. They're not an issue. They censor all sort of noises out, ambient, voice, and things like that. They're really good. I can't fault the noise cancellation. Regarding call quality, they're really good as well. They're not as good as B&O's H9 3rd gen. However, when you're mowing the lawn, if you answer the phone call and just move away from the lawnmower, it's okay. It's not too bad. The sound quality is perfection, guys. For the price you get, it's perfect. It's just beautiful. I listen to a lot of music. I listen to Pavarotti, okay? I listen to Rammstein. I have listened to, with the drums and everything, Metallica. I've listened to a lot of vocals as well. And it's really crisp and defined, okay? So you get the definition. So for example, when I was listening to Du hast mich by Rammstein, the vocals are so beautifully defined and separate from the drums and the guitars, and everything is defined like that. And when I listen to Keep Their Heads Ringing by Dr. Dre, the bass on that is beautifully well designed. The bass on this is a slightly bit better, and I wouldn't say overwhelming like the Beats Studio 3 wireless, but I would say it's better and more pronounced than the XM3s, which is a plus. The price is another thing that I really like about these. I have picked them up in Australia for 300 Aussie dollars, okay, but they sell for 395. So for that price, it's just beautiful. All right, now another thing that I really like about this is the customization of the custom button. So you can do this to press to have the ambient noise turn on and off, and noise cancellation, or you can have it for the Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa. All right, now this is Sony's app. It's beautiful, it's strong, and it's really well built. Okay, so first of all, you've got all the information you need about your music, okay, how to control it, volume and everything. This is what I really love. Visual, new device, what's connected, the two simultaneous devices that are connected to your phone. Right now I've just got one, I haven't connected to anything else. And this adaptive sound control, so right now I'm standing, okay, so I'm not moving around. It's got the noise cancellation at the best. So what it does, it's kind of an adaptive noise cancellation. So I'll explain what happens. So when you've got this on, the app is actually learning what you're doing. So for example, I go at the gym, I'm sitting in the car, it'll sense that, and the noise cancellation will be completely turned up. I can't hear anything in the car. It's beautiful. No road noise, no engine noise, no traffic, nothing. It's so quiet. It's really good. Okay, as soon as I get into the gym, like I get out of the car, it senses that I'm walking. So what it does is it drops the noise cancellation a little bit back, and I can hear the cars next to me. I can hear drivers and people walking, so I'm a bit aware of my situation, which is really good. Okay, very important, so you don't get under somebody's car by mistake. You can also turn them off from here. Okay, you've got all these controls where you can back it up and restore it from settings. Okay, you can check your information and update it and things like that. On sound, you've got ambient sound control, so the noise cancellation, how much you want it at, so like that, you know. And voice focuses, it focuses on voices around you, lets those voices in. Speak to chat was really an impressive feat that I experienced. Okay, so when you're wearing these headphones and you're going around and you've got the shopping in your hand and you've got a car key in your hand, your hands are absolutely full, and somebody starts talking to you, As soon as you open your mouth, it pauses the music, lets in all the voices, your voice and the person you're talking to, and you can actually hear them clearly without even taking off the headphones. It absolutely works. It's absolutely good. Okay, it's really well, and you can adjust it. And after, when you stop talking, you've even got an automatic setting where I've set it at short, 15 seconds. It starts it itself, or you can just tap it on the right cup for the touch sensitive pad there, and it'll just play your music. Okay, you can optimize noise cancellation as well. You can take pictures of your ear, and it also checks the atmospheric pressure, and according to that gives you the best noise cancellation. Equalizer, absolutely love it. Very important to have, guys. I can't stress. You've got pre-built ones in there, you know, you can customize them as well, you know, speech boost, bass boost and all that stuff. So yeah, absolutely in love with this. So really important. Bose, I mean the Beoplay didn't have it. Okay, Bose don't have it. A lot of apps don't have it. I don't know why they even offer the apps if they're not like this. When you get used to this, the rest of the apps just look like they just did a blasé job of it, where they weren't even fussed how people will perceive it. Okay, next thing, 3D reality audio setup. What this is basically, it's the same as spatial audio with the AirPods Max. Okay, the spatial audio is very gimmicky, I feel like it, with AirPods Max, because it's not even supported by Apple TV. Okay, it's an unfinished product, whereas this is supported by a lot of music apps, not Spotify, not Apple Music, but Tidal and things like that. So it's really like that. It's really immersive. The audio is really good. If you've tried this once, it just feels like you're there, you know what I mean, with the musician, and he's just playing and singing in front of you. It's really cool. It analyzes your ear. It also looks at the apps that are using it. Sound quality. Okay, so what this does is it gives you either stable connection or a good sound. I've got it at good sound. I've never had a problem with it, with the connection dropping out and things like that. The DSEE Extreme is Sony's little thing where they actually grab the sound and really do amplification work with it and clarify it and things like that. Now, you can have two devices connected simultaneously, which is a really useful thing to have. For example, if you've got a MacBook or you've got a computer and your phone and you want to pair them to both all the time, or an Apple Watch or whatever, and a phone. Okay, so this is basically the button that you get on the side of the Sony. This is customizable, so you can customize it to like Google Assistant and things like that, or to the noise cancellation. For example, a short press one time turns off or on or this ambient sound, or if you long press it, it lets you optimizes the noise cancellation, which is really useful to have. Like, it's not just one press, you can have a long press and a short press. Okay, automatic off, you can, when you take it off, it automatically turns off after a while. You can have that automatically pauses the headphones, which is, it works, guys. It's so good. When the headphones move off your ears a little bit when you're working out and you're lying down, it doesn't pause it, but as soon as you put it on your neck, it pauses. Okay, so it works. It's really good. With the H9i, it was gimmicky, the Beoplay. I think that's why they took it out in the 3rd generation H9. So very useful. I really love this, how it works, and it's good. Okay, it's got sound notification as well, and what language you wanted, and also the software update, obviously. Okay, so that's basically it for the Sony version of it. The app, really immersive, really good. Right, verdict time. Sound wise, perfection. Noise cancellation, perfection. Comfort, very comfortable with the oval design and the extra cushioning. Okay, I can't fault these for the price. The design isn't that eye-catching, but for the price of it, guys, $300, $400, and the noise cancellation, the sound quality, and everything you get is perfection, guys. If you've got the XM3s, I'll probably not advise you to upgrade to these. They're really good headphones, but anything else, even if you compare it to something like the H9 3rd gen, just the price of it, I would go with the Sonys over them. I've got a proper comparison between the H9 and a verdict between the H9 and the Sony. I have a link of that below as well, and I've put it against a whole other set of headphones, so I'll include them in the comments below so you can check them out. But For me, the Sony XM4s are really good headphones. I would, especially with the app and things like that, especially with the auto pause when you start talking, that feature, I use it a lot as well, and I really like it. Some people might find it annoying. I love it. For me, the Sony are a definitely buy. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review, and let me know in the comments, which headphones do you use? What do you think about the XM4s? Subscribe to the channel, it helps the channel out. Give it a like, it helps the spread of word and things like that. And if you like, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and I also have Patreon. All right, guys, thanks for sticking to the end. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.